week before trial or the day before trial.
All right. Oh, wait, we need to talk about Ziminski. And then we'll do the Waffle House thing. Here we go. This is from the Kenosha County Eye. The Kenosha County Eye, Kevin Mathewson. He has been a phenomenal source of information about Kenosha County. Oh, you guys want to hear something weird? Since the Rittenhouse trial, Binger has only had one non-Rittenhouse appearance in front of Bruce Schrader. And it was Joshua Ziminski. That's it. He doesn't have any other appearances in Bruce Schrader's court. Just so you know, that's strange. That kind of sounds like Schrader said, "You got brazen with me. Move along." And if you heard the beginning of the bail hearing, Binger gets his stuff right out of the way, says the state agrees with whatever they want to do. Can I go? Can I get out of here? And Schrader says, "Your wish is my command," and he dismisses Binger. Says, You're gone. That was it. It was very quick and short. But Binger doesn't have any appearances in front of Schrader. You can check his calendar on the Wisconsin website. He has appearances in other courts, not Bruce's. So kind of seems like maybe Bruce said, "No new issues with you." Kind of. And maybe that has to do with him going on, a podcast. Well, one of two things. Maybe it has to do with him going on a podcast and bad-mouthing Schrader. Or maybe that's why he felt the permission to go on the podcast and badmouth Schrader was because he knew he would not appear in front of Bruce ever again. So pretty interesting. What's that mean in the future? Well, I mean, it just means that Binger won't be in Schrader's court anymore. A different Kenosha County prosecutor would take it up unless he were to let him back in. But yeah, very, very interesting. I also found out why Krause is such an ornery bastard. Krause is typically the prosecutor on child sexual conduct cases, right? Like, so assault of a minor, rape of a minor, stuff like that. So Krause is normally the guy doing that. So that explains why he's such a shitty, angry person, I think. And maybe Krause deserves a little bit of levity, or not levity, a little bit of leeway. I mean, he certainly deserves a wide berth, right? That's true. But, he's out there fighting against pedophiles all the time. And so that's a shit job. That's a shit job. No one wants to do it. But, who knows? Did I see the interview of Binger on his best friend's channel? I did. I skimmed through parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but a lot of people asked me to cover it. I didn't want to shit on his best friend, and there was no way I was going to get through that interview without making fun of his friend, and his friend had nothing to do with the case, right? So I didn't want to dump on that guy because of what a piece of garbage Binger was. So I just kind of went, I'm not going to touch this one. That was my personal call. I know some other channels talked about it more than I did, but that was, yeah, I didn't want to dump on that guy. It had nothing to do with the trial. And again, watching just a few minutes of it, I would have made fun of that guy a lot, and he didn't deserve that. So, okay, here we go. Trial for alleged rioter and arsonist Joshua Ziminski postponed due to allegations of witness intimidation. So here's Ziminski. Here's Ziminski right here. Let's see what Kevin Mathewson wants to say. By the way, guys, if you're looking for up-to-date information on the goings on in Kenosha, especially around the Kyle trial and the hearings that have been around it, the Kenosha County Eye is a great place to go. He's, Kevin Mathewson. When I did the interview with Photo Chad, he was in Kevin's studio. That's how he was able to, that's why he had the equipment and everything was ready to go. So you can check that. You can check out the Kenosha County Eye. Kevin has been following along this whole ordeal. So Joshua, this is a picture of Joshua Ziminski being taken into custody on Monday. A man with an upside down crucifix tattooed on his forehead, the word sin on his head, and 3 teardrops, and landed himself in jail today for behavior just before his trial was scheduled to start. Ziminski was first charged with his connection to the Kenosha riots of 2020 on October 9th. For the last 479 days, he has been free on an unusually low $1,000 cash bond. After his behavior today, he is likely going to spend the next 2 months in jail, awaiting the new trial date. Kenosha County Circuit Court Bruce Schrader raised Ziminski's bond to $14,000. If Ziminski cannot come up with the $13,000, he will spend his upcoming 37th birthday behind bars. There's some typos on here, Kevin. There's some typos all over this thing. We got this, there's a typo there, there's a typo there. I just sat here telling people to come visit your site. You got to fix the typos. So Wisconsin does not allow a 10% bail amount. So $14,000 means $14,000, not $1,400. In Minnesota, if you get a $14,000 bail, you go to a bail bondsman, you get a $1,400. You probably put down about $1,400, maybe $1,540 because you add in a little kicker for the bail bondsman or whatever, and then you're out. They post the main amount. So in Wisconsin, it's cash bail at the amount. It's not a percentage. His children are now left with both their parents incarcerated. His wife, Kelly Ziminski, had her probation revoked and got jail time for her involvement in the riots. Joshua Ziminski is a career criminal with the following record: violate harassment restraining order, disorderly conduct, concealed weapon, bail jumping, disorderly conduct while armed, bail jumping, concealed carry weapon, possession of THC, misdemeanor disorderly conduct. He was incarcerated from 2007 to 2008, and then again in 2011. Hit and run property damage in 2016, 2017. So then, so here they are. Let's see what happened today. Today's incident. As Ziminski arrived at the Kenosha County Courthouse today, state's witness Nathan Photochad DeBruin arrived and was dropped off by his fiance. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Nathan, you're getting hitched? Congrats, buddy. This author witnessed what would happen next. Ziminski changed course and approached DeBruin. He shouted at DeBruin to stop multiple times and would yell, "Let me see the photo. That's not me in the photo." DeBruin found his attorney, Terry Rose, and told him what had happened. Attorney Rose made contact with ADA Binger. Ziminski then sat down behind this author. "Are you the Kenosha County Eye?" Ziminski asked. "I don't appreciate you talking shit about me," he told KCE editor Kevin Mathewson. "I don't like you talking shit." Nathan DeBruin, nicknamed Photochad by popular lawyer YouTuber Nick Rekieta, hey, what's up, testified at length during the Rittenhouse trial and gained the admiration of many thousands of people around the country. He is known for his witty comebacks when being badgered from ADA James Drouse. DeBruin photographed much of the rioting, looting, and arson, and the Rittenhouse shootings. He photographed much of this, including Ziminski setting fire to a trailer. DeBruin's attorney, Terry Rose, told the judge what happened to his client. "My client's hands were shaking. He's in fear for his life. He is here because he was subpoenaed to testify, and he intends to do that today or any other day." Rose then asked Judge Schrader to lock Ziminski up until trial. This is the guy right here. This is the winner. This is the winner. See, you got the Manson, like fake Charles Manson. crucifix tattoo on your forehead. You got the teardrops. Those are all the bunkers that have been busted, apparently. Schroeder took these allegations very seriously and ordered a nearby deputy to take Ziminski into custody. So based on the vast amount of evidence in the Rittenhouse trial and due to new allegations, he raised Ziminski's bonds to $14,000. A deputy took a statement from De Bruin, who had part of the encounter on video. This author also happened to snap a video of the exchange. Binger is expected to make a decision in the coming weeks if Ziminski will face new charges. Oh, do you have where's the video, Kevin? You got to put the video up. As Ziminski was being led away by the deputy, his mother, who had 3 small children in tow, at least 2 were Ziminski's, began to yell at the judge. He didn't do anything wrong. All he said was, I want to see the photo. Deputies had to escort her out of the courtroom also and instruct her to stop yelling. Ziminski will now face a March 28th trial. If convicted, he faces a maximum of 3.5 years in prison. So there you go. That's what happened today. I was hoping to cover the Ziminski trial after jury selection was done. I checked when jury selection was supposed to be going on, and there was nothing there. Apparently, this is why. But the court was not broadcasting at the time. So I was unable to watch it. Let's see.